Hi folks, Bike Mad Dad here. As promised, weather's brightened up a bit, so got the scrambler out, BMW scrambler, to do your walk around with it. Let you have a look at the bike, see what you think, and then I'll let you know what I think about owning this bike for the last 12 months. Right folks, here you see, scrambler, 1200cc. Bought out the old air-cooled engine, so it's air and oil cooled with the radiator on the front for this model. I'll put up all the stats and that, don't want to bore you with those at the end of the video. If you want to sit and watch them, that's up to you guys. As you can see, pretty much standard guys. Saying that, I think the extras on this are actually the stainless downpipes on the front. LED indicators, I can't think, there's something else, I don't quite know what it was. I've added the Italian rack on the back, the Oxford day bag. It was bought solely for 1-2 day trips, which we used it for last year. It was very lucky to have time off early on in the year when we had the bike. So I was able to go out midweek around Wales, get a few cheap stopovers and things, and enjoy the glorious spring come summer that we had last year. As you can see on this bike, there's no fancy forks on it, no upside down forks, no adjustments, just what they are. They can be a bit hard at times, I'll be perfectly honest. Rear's the same, you can do the preload with the old C-spanners on the spring, which you've had to do obviously because we ride 2 up. I have to soften that down a bit actually, because it was a bit hard even with both of us on it, and need to go out and give it a try. Shaft driven, which I absolutely love. I don't like maintenance on bikes and I hate chains, so a shaft drive to me is like the ideal bike. Can't understand why all manufacturers can't just put shafts on all the bikes, especially the likes of, I don't know, Triumph. They got a lovely, 1200 Adventure with a shaft drive. Just brought out a fantastic 800 with a chain. Yeah, that just stops me buying bikes like that, which is a shame. As I say, standard forks on this, air-cooled engine. The other thing I've added obviously was the sat nav. Just had to go and buy a plug. It goes in down here on the tank. BMW, wired it straight in, no problem, runs off the canvas. I'll just go through the controls for you. Light her up, clock, everything else, all you get is a clock basically. Set up, as far as I can see, all you can set up is the clock. Obviously mileage from 766 miles in 1 year, just had a service, first year service. Trip and a trip. You get engine temperature and back to your clock. You got the ABS and the traction control flashing, which you can turn both off with a switch or on, simple as that. One extra you do get, I suppose, is the heated grips. You get either a 2 or a 1 setting. They do work really well on this bike, and you do get a flashy light when you hit reserve to tell you've probably got about 30 miles left you need to fill up. I'll just give you another walk around it. I think it's a great looking bike, to be honest with you. The Acrobic exhaust sets it off nicely, gives it a lovely rumble. I'm a bit of a fan of spoked wheels. I do like the look and the finish on them. Being a BMW is what you'd expect, it's superb. In fact, when you come to finish, the whole bike is superb. You just look at the coatings on the top, bottom yokes, everything really, the handlebars, they really are excellent. Then you get the air scoop at the front on this side, no exhaust obviously. I'd say the rack is a Rizoma rack from Italy, a great expense I seem to think, but it allowed us to get the Oxford bag, put a few brackets underneath, single bungee, it expands, gives us an easy 2 days away when we want it, just go quick. So there's the battery nestled there, and that's about it really. There's not a lot more technically to say about this bike. I think the tyres, type of tyre, really sets the look of the bike off, the retro look. I was a bit wary about them and did actually try to get them changed before I took delivery, but decided not to in the end. You get a lovely rumble out of them which changes pitch the faster you go. The one thing I will say is they have never slipped or given me any reason to doubt the competence. 2 up with luggage. We were down on the edge of these tyres first day and we've continued to be. This bike is super fun. It's low centre of gravity, it goes like stink, the torque on it is absolutely phenomenal. It is. In fact, I don't think I've ever pinned the throttle open in every gear on this bike because, well, one, there's no need to say there's so much low down torque, and 2, I think we'd both probably find ourselves sat at the back of the bike trying to hold on to it. It is so quick. It's absolutely brilliant. I think the brown seat on this bike really sets it off, gives it that retro style look. You look at it, you think, oh, that's got to be painful. But it's actually the opposite. So we've got big bikes with big massive sofas on which can be painful after a few hours, and this is, to be honest with you, it's no different. It's obviously a high density foam they've put in it, but we've been on this sort of 8-10 hours a day and it is absolutely fine. It really is, and that's for the pillion as well, not just myself. It's a good comfy seat, up to the normal BMW standards as you'd expect. The other thing for the eagle-eyed viewers, you may have noticed that the key has got a little piece of metal sticking out of it. I'll tell you now, this isn't standard. This is something I've rigged up basically to stop people walking along and pinching my sat nav at traffic lights when I'm stationary and things. Because this particular mount, it's very simple. Just to come up here, just press the button there and literally lift the sat nav off in that 0.1 of a second. So as you can probably just about see, I've actually formed a piece of stainless steel bracket which covers it up with a small hole in, which I use the pin on the key to push in and take the sat nav off when I want to remove it from the bike. One last thing I did want to mention with the brakes on this bike, obviously you've got twin 4-pot Brembos on the front, twin double on the back. I've got to say, these brakes are exactly how I like my brakes. If I place a finger on my brake lever, front brake lever, I like to feel that they're starting to bite instantly. I ride lots of bikes, and there's lots of bikes out there I've ridden recently with this setup with Brembo brakes on, which you seem to have to warm up for some reason before they start to bite. My preference is instant bite, and that's what you get with these. They are superb. You can stand this bike on its nose, literally. Because of it, actually, I have felt the traction and the ABS kick in a few times while I've been riding it, because they are so good. So to summarise, guys, 12 months with the BMW Scrambler, it's been great. I've had no problems with the bike whatsoever, none of these recalls that you get sometimes with all manufacturers. Nothing's gone wrong with it, hasn't missed a beat. It's been brilliant, it's done exactly what we wanted. It's been great for the day trips. It's super fun, super fast, all the build quality you expect from BMW. So yeah, looking forward to another year with her.